Hello everybody, how's it going today? It's Frankie here and I'm back with a late night video. And I just feel like recording right now. I know it's after midnight and it's too late. But you know what? I could just record at any time. It's my channel and just record at any time. If you have time and you have, good opportunity to record, you just feel a bit bored, just record. And this video here is going to be kind of similar to me talking about ideas for games. But instead it's going to be an idea for movies / shows basically. And I have a few ideas for movies, and don't get me wrong, there could be movies that are out there. Excuse me. There could be movies that are already out like that. I don't know, but I'll just give you my ideas, and we could just roll with it right from there. And so the first idea for a movie is basically similar to the game I was talking about, similar to my idea for a game, which is the apocalyptic game. And this should be a movie where the world is overrun by aliens, robots, mutants, werewolves, vampires, robots, and other humans and demons. There should be a movie where every single kind of enemy invades the earth and wants to take over, and it's got to be up to certain group of humans to do it. Obviously, certain army to do it. You always get those protagonists that have to try and make sure they get rid of all these enemies. And I don't know how they're going to do that in that sort of movie. I don't know how they could be at that. Oh, it stopped for a second there. Yeah, I'm still recording, that's good. It's freezed on me for a second. Ignore that bit anyway, it's still recording. And yeah, so I don't know how they're going to make a movie like that. That's a good idea for a movie, but I think because there's far too many different kinds of enemies, that'll be a bit too much, especially for the viewers to handle and to take in and to remember. So what I think they should do, they should have one movie where it's about, what they should call it, This Army versus Aliens, and another movie, This Army versus Robots, and just kind of see how that would go. I think that'd be a dope movie. I think it is similar to kind of other movies or shows you have on TV, but I think this one's a bit more unique and different because you have every single kind of enemy in a movie, or like in sets of movies, how you want to, however you think it should be done. I mean, it probably would be done in different movies, like they have a prequel and this, sequel and blah, but you know what I mean anyway. And yes, I thought it's a good idea for a movie. Another idea for a movie, and this is one of the ones that I was thinking about typing on my Wattpad, which I've had for years but never used for years, and I have written some good scripts on there and I've written good stories, but I just got bored after a while. It was a bit too time consuming, but I still have it. Don't feel I'm going to delete it. I did something on there, but I was thinking about writing this, but you know what, this is a good idea for a movie. So this is kind of a really good concept, right? So it could be like a mystery drama / romance. So basically, two people, are talking online, and they give out different names because they don't want people to know their identities, and they don't want to meet up yet because they're socially awkward. And at the end of the movie, they find out that they've been living on the same street. A guy and a girl talking for years, and boom, they find out that they've been talking to each other the entire time. They've even bumped into each other and started talking, and they even said what they've been talking about, and they've just been a bit social awkward to not talk much. That would be a classic movie. Oh my god, I mean, I probably messed up a bit there because people already don't know what it's about anyway, but wow. I know it's probably similar to You've Got Mail movie, which I've heard about, but this movie is more dope because they interacted a lot. They interacted the odd time, but they're socially awkward, and they didn't realize it was each other they were talking about. And they don't want to give out the street that they live at all whatsoever. Brilliant. What a movie that'll be. The storyline might need to be a bit changed up, but oh my god, they might turn it into a series where each episode is kind of like each year maybe or whatever. But oh my god, brilliant. A movie could just be first year, second year, and then third year, and boom, they find out they've been talking to each other the entire time. What a genius movie that'll be. What an incredible ending that'll be. And then they get into a relationship and they build a future. You know what, that happens in real life too. You get stuff like that happening where the internet could just make you just go on a date, and it's not all trustworthy, but these are moments you actually end up building a future just by based online. It's you know what, that'd be a great movie for actually someone to invent and for someone to make. I thought that'd be kind of dope, to be honest. Please have a movie like that. It'll be just absolutely brilliant. Another idea for a movie. For me, this is similar to kind of Person of Interest and those type of shows. But I think this should be a show where it's an idea for a show, right? It could be a crime drama, but this time one of the main detective is kind of like an assassin. So basically, you got Dexter, he's a serial killer, but I think he helps out detectives. I don't know anything about that show or movie. I think it's a movie as well. I don't know anything about that. Please enlighten me on it. I've got an idea and I've heard of it, but it should be like an assassin, an ex-assassin is a detective, and he or she could be a female too. He or she could he or she just helps other detectives or and a police officer solve cases. But then the cases and the crimes that have been committed is by other assassins that try to take people out, and each episode could just be this this person trying to clean the city of these assassins, of different assassins. They're trying to eliminate certain people, or like similar like gang, similar like gang crimes and stuff like that have been committed by them. That basically the enemy assassin kind of sort of how do you what's the word I'm looking for? Sort of like creates that situation right there. Sort of has his own gang here, has gang members in, and the fighting could be brilliant. And obviously, this detective assassin could just take out all the gangs and on his way there to the enemy assassin. Obviously, it would take a while so he find locations and he can answer some people. But then they would also have, he or she would also have to go through fight scenes. I think that'd be a really good idea for a show. That would be just superb. I mean, an ex-assassin out of retirement doesn't have to be out of retirement. Could be want to become a detective, but that'd be good. Imagine that'd be a powerful detective. That's like he or she's doing an inside job just to actually fight a crime, and they don't actually know how tough this person is. That's a genius idea. I do think they should make more of that. But I don't know how they're going to do it. These storylines are kind of tough on that one. I think I do have another idea for a movie. I'm going to have to figure out how to, to talk about this one. But there should be a movie. Here's another idea for a movie. Let me just, I don't want to confuse myself talking about this one. But this is another good idea for a movie, right? So basically it could be about this person that has dreams. And every time they do something bad or whatever happens in the dream, they wake up, but it's actually real. So say for example, this person's falling asleep, right? And they have a dream that they murder someone, across the street. They wake up and you think, oh, it's a dream, it's not real. But then the person actually did die, and that person actually did do it. It's similar to Nightmare on Elm Street, but then it's just somebody going through this sort of dream state where it's mixing with reality. And it could be one of those movies that's very confusing. And not explainable, but sometimes you need movies that keep you questioning, and there has to be a bit of a clear story. It can't be completely confusing. But I think that'd be a good movie to make. Or when this person is like dreaming and they kind of have a do their argument with their family members, and they wake up and this person starts asking, "Mom, Dad, are you okay? What was going on? I'm not talking to you, kid. I'm not talking to you, son." Well, say son because it could be a girl to it. It could be a man or woman, whoever it is. And yes, I'm not talking to you now. How what you said to me. It's like that'd be, and then the person doesn't know what they're talking about. I really think that'd be an incredible idea for like a movie. It's like just in a total dream state, and I just think that's just brilliant right there. Absolutely brilliant. I think I've got another idea. I just had another cracking idea for a movie start. It could be a show, but never mind, these could be shows too. But I don't know. I don't think some of the ones I mentioned could be turned into shows. Would be not like this movie right. This could be a movie or a show right here. This could be more of a comedy. I mentioned mostly about horror and action, and I brought in like mystery to it. I just had another thought of a movie. This could be like a comedy, right? It could be a series too. It could be about this it could be about, you know, it could be a girl in this, but you know, so basically it could be about this person that finds a doppelganger, or it could be about somebody that, you know, like enters a parallel universe and they meet their, you know, their other self. And the person that found their other self would get them to actually commit crimes or do something mischievous just to get the parallel self in trouble. That would be just absolutely hilarious. So, or maybe the person's parallel self could be like the mischievous and, you know, dark side, where they go around doing bad things and they blame it on that person right there. Yo, that would be absolutely hilarious. And whatever crime this person commits, their other self would get in front of prison, and this person would end up bailing them out. That's a genius. I don't know. There must be. I think there is a movie similar to that. I'm pretty sure there is. I'm pretty sure, but this could be more. I don't think I've seen a movie in this context before. That is actually a genius idea for a movie. Please let me know if there's a movie like that, and I sure hope it's a funny one. If it is, you know, comedy, it could be a different genre. I don't know. Please let me know. I would love to watch something like that. That's just absolutely brilliant. Yeah. What other ones is there? Oh my goodness. I'm trying to think of other ideas. I mean, more will come to me. It's just I'm thinking of all these ideas that stick into my head, or they could be. I think this could be the last movie suggestion actually. I am just trying to think now what other movies to come up with. I was gonna talk about a movie idea. I was gonna talk about this sort of specific movie idea that's similar to the creepypasta game I think should be invented. This should also become a movie where there could be one movie where it's about somebody that is trying to battle Slenderman and trying to beat Slenderman, and then the second movie could be somebody trying to, like, you know, trying to like get rid of Momo or something like that, and trying to, you know, because this is the thing is the storyline to that people might find silly because they're just blindly just doing the ritual without any sort of clear story to it. But it could be a part, you know, that could be just some movie where a paranormal investigator would summon all these creepypastas like Slenderman, you know, you got, you know, Momo, you got what do you have? Like, you got Zozo, you got like Siren Head. What other creepypastas is there, man? There's so much. There's a few creepypastas out there. Imagine, and a paranormal investigator goes and just tries and sees that they're real, and just finds a way to get rid of them. And I just think that's a genius movie idea. I just seem to think I don't think that could be turned into a series because it's too short. It's like too short to be a series. I think it should be a movie. I think there should be a set of movies that are exactly like that. And that'd be great movie, because it's like you're delving into each creepypasta basically of this person summoning them. I should research up all creepypastas so I would know, but I don't want to go on and on about them. So yeah, I don't know what the budget will be out for these movies. I mean fancy with them. I mean, imagine I get a call up from somebody saying, "Hey, you've been talking about these movie ideas. Why don't you, you know, you can't produce them with us? We could talk about one of these movie ideas." Yeah, I mean, would love to. I mean, it would also be a great gaming idea to that movie. But what I just found that as a genius movie idea right there. Well, all of them are genius. The odd show idea and the rest of the movie ideas. You know what? Please make movies and shows like that at least. I think that'd be more watchable. It's so different and unique. I know with the way with these ideas that I made up, I know they don't have a clear storyline, but when you produce these movies, that's when the producer and director and stuff, we obviously just have storylines put in place, obviously prepare for that. But that's a sensational set of ideas I've got there, and I just feel like talking about them. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. If you enjoyed the video, please give a like, comment, share everyone you know, subscribe and hit the notification below, as I see you in my next video.